we will continue our work on indie dev and T-app exactly. And maybe write some Reddit post about Cybertrucker and maybe create some SEO-oriented articles. So let's see. Also, I almost finished the translation of my YouTube to English and T-app, because, you know, as you already know, it was a big thing for me, because the indie dev is not something that will be popular in Russian content. Nobody knows what does it mean in English and especially in Russian. That's why there is no reason to work on that in Russian. So something is wrong here, I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So let's check for any hard-coded strings in our project, because I have seen some. In the meantime, let's check and create a new SEO article using the Claude. Actually, I have already merged it. Oh my god, I'm losing my memory, but that's fine. So let's check that everything is not broken. I don't remember exactly what about I was writing, but something like comparison of bags versus, yeah, loose leaf versus tea bags. Yeah. Okay, actually I have some links here. That's cool. Also, I have received a feedback about this stuff, so I probably will fix it. But in the meantime, let's just fix the hard-coded strings. And let's go to the T timer. Not Android, but original one. Let's open it in the Visual Studio Code. Actually, it is Xcode native project, but Xcode is shit stuff, and I'm using the Claude code. That's why I'm opening the Xcode only to run something, you know. So yeah, let's open it here, because I don't have any open projects. That's fine. So I have copied the feedback already that I would like to process in Claude, but it doesn't get copied. Anyway, let's copy this stuff here and paste it here. Let me investigate. Sure, man. Yeah, we have a lot of extracted strings, so yeah, sure. We need to extract it because, you know, I'm definitely going to localize some things. That's why I need the keys and values, not only the hard-coded strings. I finally found the best water in Thailand. The Mont Below or something like that. I actually love the taste of this water, because in Georgia, I live mainly in Georgia, maybe, and there is a very, very tasty water in Georgia, as well as vegetables and etc. And in Thailand, the water, you know, popular water is something like just filtered out water that doesn't have any taste. But this guy, Mont Bleu, is a very, very tasty water, in my opinion. It has some minerals and you can actually feel it. So it's kind of magnesium maybe, or maybe some sodium, potassium, I don't know. Anyway, we are translating our stuff here. So about fixing the issues, then is correct. Expect Celsius. Yes. Yeah, thank you Dan, by the way. The feedback loop is much better than just fixing some bugs that you imagine in your mind. So yeah. How I can auto accept this stuff? Accept that it's on. Okay, maybe it is working already. Opus is pretty decent, so I have trust in him. Actually, I would like to try some kind of yellow mode, maybe, if it is available. Because, yeah, you have trust in this thing. This is actually the first one LLM that I have trust in. For sure, sometimes it will produce some strange things, but human also produces strange things, or training in a very strange way. Today I was training the chest and triceps, and I saw a few guys. Actually, I have one super cool guy who is very active and maybe even singing something, and it is cool. But I also have met few guys who just sit and watch reels, and this is very strange. Because, you know, it's much better to watch reels sitting on the couch or in the bed. Why do you want to go to the gym to see some reels or something? But anyway. So we are fixing our stuff here. And this is something strange that is happening, I don't know. Some visual artifacts. Let me switch it off because it feels dangerous for guys with some epilepsy problems, I don't know. So let's also write a SEO optimized article for the water tracker landing. I am trying starting to produce one article per day, because, you know, I was doing something like 1 in 3 days, and after that I met a guy who is created already like 300 generated articles, and that's why I felt like, hey man, I need to try it too. Maybe I need more content. And as you can see, actually I have some clicks, impressions, and it is growing. For example, if I open this stuff here, you can see that my impressions are growing up, and clicks also growing, and 3 months looking like that. So yeah, as you can see, something happened here, and after that my impressions are only growing up. But it was like feeling no progress for 2 months, so you should not drop your stuff. You should believe in your game. But for the water tracker, it's not something like that, but as you can see, it's still something better than before. So yeah. And beauty is like 1 month maybe, and it is already better than water tracker. But it is kind of, you know, specific content. The T app actually is very specific app. Maybe I could just make it like paid option. Oh, I'm verifying some stuff here. Xcode is doing some magic, as always, to consume my space that I was fighting for very hardly. Okay, now I have space. I will not whine about it. So we are updating our stuff here to support the localization. As you can see, the visual artifacts are still present. I don't know what is it. So okay, I was trying to build some stuff here, and that's why Xcode is installing something. I need to produce some email answer to my friend, by the way. And let's see the Cloud Code extension. It was failing to update yesterday. Maybe it will work today, I don't know. Or maybe I need to reinstall it. Cool. Let's bump the patch version and produce some answer to them like shortly. And one. Yeah, you know, it's much better when you answer some concrete feedback. And the feedback loop is very quick for the indie guys. So you need to utilize this. Remove long M dash, yeah, I forgot how to spell it. So as you can see, sometimes it is don't get it. Okay, I will do this manually. This thing is just not working. And it is not true. Yes. Actually, what has changed, by the way? Nothing has changed. Okay. And yes, seems reasonable. We have review right now. Let's check the translation, by the way. Do we have a translation for that? Because it feels like we don't. But maybe we have. I think we have hard code here in the T stuff. So as you can see, we haven't this stuff, so I have translated right now. Let's run our app to check that everything is working fine, and maybe we will check also the Celsius problem. Found extensive hard-coded strings. Store string res. Keeping them simple. Oh yeah, maybe ID matching. So let's commit this stuff here. And let's check the problems. Where is the haptic preview? Caffeine level high. Oh. Okay. I will not feel it anyway on the emulator, so it doesn't matter. Let's build our stuff here. Let's answer to the then. Can we just, you know, copy paste it without this stuff? How I can drop the formatting? I'm sorry, I'm not proficient with Outlook. Can we just, I don't know, copy paste it? No, it's not working. Okay, let's just do it like that. Oh my god. But it's not formatted. How I can do this? Help me, guys, please. Okay, fuck it. So as you can see, I am doing this manually. And for the App Store, yeah, should be nice. And it is also cool to answer. And text feels natural, as you know, as you already have understand. I am not no native speaker, so for me, sounds like okay. And let's build it and upload. Let's check our guy here. In the meantime, yeah, we have cross promotion here, and this is very cool. Probably I should add something like that to the server tracker as well. Yeah, on the tomorrow I will write something like that. By the way, let me check days until 5 March 79. Maybe I will get my motorcycle rights. I don't know. Anyway, so this guy is finished. Let's try to update plugins, because yesterday it wasn't working well. Especially the Cloud Code, it wasn't like updating and always returning to the previous version. I don't know why. And maybe it's something like related to the brew updates and brew upgrade, because I have Claude installed in multiple versions using the npm, using the brew. So maybe some kind of that problems, I don't know. Let's upgrade it, because I have a pretty decent internet connection here in Bangkok. As you can see, it's very fast. Much faster than I have in Georgia and Tbilisi. But in Georgia I have a very decent mobile connection. And I think like they don't have wired connection, cool wired connection, because of geographical reasons, you know. So let's check this guy here. Yeah, extract that too. We have a bunch of hard-coded strings here. So yeah, should be upgraded before moving on, because for sure I would like to support 3 languages. Need to make some stream photo, by the way. Because you know I need to share it. And this is important for the promotion reasons. But I'm looking like I'm scared or something. I don't know. I don't like my photos right now. Maybe something like that. Yeah, the returning of streaming guy. So yeah, maybe someone will look at this photo and join our stream, I don't know. Let's also post something in Twitter, build in public. Actually, I'm not looking bad for the 36, you know. Hooray! Promotion is completed. We can get back to work. So let's try to see if everything is localized already. Probably not, but let's check. And this guy here finally updated. Hopefully, I mean, maybe it is not updated as yesterday. Anyway, also I have something like, oh, maybe I can record video right now about breathing app. By the way, I would like to have some video, but probably it will drop my stream audio. Maybe not. Okay, let's do this like after the stream. Where is it now? Because, you know, it is a React Native, I have some problems with running it and doing this stuff. Because I don't like the React Native at all. I don't like the build system. And I don't like anything around the React Native. But this is some kind of technology of the future. So I think that this will be more popular than Flutter in some near time. That's why I'm trying to use it in a bigger amount than I have used it in previous experience. I don't like the TypeScript, I don't like the JavaScript runtime, etc. But who cares? Who cares? I need to adapt to the job market. That's why I'm using the React Native a lot right now. Not a lot, but bigger than before. So let's try to run our application. Hopefully it will run. If not, I will ask my Claude Code friend about it. About, hey man, I need to run it. So in the meantime, let's check out T-app. We have nice working stuff here. Can I reorder it? No, I need to add something like that to the home screen. So let's edit this stuff. Editing is not working. Okay. Commit and let's work on edit T. I can use Super Whisper to make these commands here, but let's just print it for now. I need to do something because of the Opus, I'm feeling like I'm getting dumber because it's actually solving my problems and it's actually working. That's why, you know, I'm feeling like I'm getting much dumber than before. Because right now I can ask almost anything. In my simple consumer apps, like the sober tracker, like water tracker, like breathing application. I will start the game dev challenge in 1 or 2 days. So yeah, maybe it will revive my game dev journey as well, because Cloud Opus is so goated. I don't see that edit is working. I click on edit and nothing changes. Maybe it's a very simple bug. So this guy is still building. Actually, Flutter building is much faster than this stuff. So yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, maybe I need more time to adopt to this stuff. Oh, let me press the like on my stream. Self-like is the most important like. So yeah, we don't have anyone reacting to our posts here, but my followers are growing. Let's check the analytics tab here. Yes, here. So as you can see, I have a decent amount of followers adding. And I'm not a super reply guy, I'm replying to my posts mainly, but everything is growing, so that's fine. And as you can see, there is a lot of like males. And on the YouTube, for some reason, I have more female subscriptions. I don't know. But maybe it will change because I'm already switching to the different YouTube for Russian content. As you can see, I have like few channels right now, and this will be the Russian one. Maybe I will rename it a bit later, but Nonsense is something like hobby channel. I will post some travel blogs, I will post some podcasts here about life because I like to record some live streams. So yeah, it was 7 subscribers, now it's 10, so in 2 days I have 3 guys. That's cool. So this is still copying, processing, etc. So let's, the bug was the remember blocks were skid with Steve and click the so we have unimplemented. Yes. Oh, this app is actually working. I don't like the loading. I need to fix it. Yes, let's fix that as well. Welcome to the flow, brief flow. So as you can see, it's very simple application that is actually working, and I can record some video of this application in a like after the stream, because right now it will disrupt our streaming, and I wouldn't like to do this right now. Let's check this code, by the way. This guy is uploaded. Let's send our T-app to the review after our feedback fixes. So we have some new customer review. Essentials missing. But hey, hey, thanks. I have fixed the editing problem. So anyway, sometimes you have like one rating, a 1-star rating, so it's not bad actually, because you know you have some rating. Someone downloaded your app, use it, he doesn't like it, that's fine. You need to produce like feedback loop, etc. And eventually you improve your app. Hooray! So yeah, I have better reviews here. Anyway, let's create our patch stuff here. And let's try to receive more positive feedback in the future. So we are not drawing in negative thoughts after that. So it's still no builds here. Maybe the version is wrong. Let me check. 1.7.4. Okay, but why? Anyway, let's have it here. Maybe now we can select the build. Yes, we can. Let's manage this thing here. So as you can see, I'm using the Helm, very cool app to upload your Android or iOS applications. And you can translate release notes here by clicking not this stuff, but this stuff. And after that, we can just save it and probably submit it already. Okay, this guy is not saved. Maybe now? Yes, we can submit it right now. So it was very quick and chill to use the Helm for this stuff. Kind of stuff. So we have fixed this guy. Feedback done. Thank you one more time. But the 1-star rating will probably be with us for a while. Because you know it's much harder to fix the 1-star rating. Anyway, let's go back here. Yeah, let's commit our changes. And this guy is working well. Let's think what we can add to the app to increase it Sexiness. I don't know. To increase its usefulness or something like that. Okay, we need to create the CloudMD, by the way, since I don't have it here. Okay. Okay. I will check the edit mode right now in the Android version of TApp. TApp is still getting some attention on iOS, so probably it will get it on Android because it's a very specific application. So anyway, and I feel like I get it. I get the ISO very well for the TApp because I have a lot of impressions and it's still growing, and it is a very fresh application. So, but it's also in an iOS native. Maybe App Store is promoting iOS native. I don't know. Widget is a cool idea, by the way. And soundscapes also nice, but I need to buy some sounds for that. But heart rate integration is also very cool, by the way. So we have committed here. Let me push our changes. And let's run it and check if edit mode is working now for the TApp in the Android. It should, but maybe it will not, as always. Maybe I will ask them to add some rating for the TApp to compensate the negative review. But maybe he already left the review just without text. Anyway, if app is decent, it will receive nicer reviews in some time. You know, it's kind of natural selection. So you should focus on getting attention and polishing your app, and not whining about the 1-star ratings like me right now. And let's check our T details here. Yes, we can edit right now. Cool. We can add some here. Let's add some test T, and it will be multi-step. Steep. And I see that edit is not scrolling. Edit pop-up is not scrolling, and it is not working well. T steep. T's. Yeah, it's kind of blocked actually. But it will be fixed very quick. So we have this plan here. We have analyzed the code base. As you can see, the planning stage is very important. And actually it allows your Opus guy to be much more concrete and precise when he is doing his changes. That's why I always use the planning stage. Never skip this part, and you will be very surprised by the quality of output you are getting from the LLMs. Maybe even for the article writing, I need to actually try it by myself. Kind of, let's plan this article, let's change some things, and then create it actually. So yeah, maybe this loop should be modified for myself too. So let's see what we have here. If multiple step counts is here, we should do something. I have some Telegram message from the Eugene. Okay, I have answered. For some reason the bottom bar is like floating around. Okay, so let's rerun it and check if the multi-step is working well right now. Actually, the Windows streaming experience is much better in my opinion. So I will try to stream on Windows next time. Okay, the scroll is working. It's not super nice looking, but anyway. Let's actually create something. Test T with low caffeine, and it is multi-step. So here we go. Start timer. But why start timer is opening? Start timer is opening the edit, but this is strange. Okay. So we have finished our plans session here, and it is kind of multi-phased. So let's brag about this stuff on the Twitter. Because it is a part of the game, you need to post the built-in public stuff. So enhancing my breathing app to include more hearts, Apple Health integration, and more visualizations. Planning mode is a god. Actually, it's all true. So let's return here. I think this will be a kind of big change. So let's just wait. Let's also wait here. Okay, we have a few roads. Maybe we should close the edit. But let's see what this thing will produce. Oh my god, some sound effect from the, done stepping. By the way, where is the bottom bar here? So something is wrong. With the navigation, but it should be very simple thing to fix. So I don't expect any troubles. Yeah. Yes, my friend, I will do this for sure, but I hope you have fixed everything. Because you are mighty Clodopus. Actually, already 50 minutes of stream. The time has passed very quickly. When I click library, the bottom bar is hidden. It should be visible. Hooray, we will have much better animation for breathing. With different styles here, like particles, orbs, etc. This is kind of cool. Maybe this will allow our breathing app to shine. Maybe we can monetize this, by the way. You know, to have the nicer visualization for the guys who paid money. And have some kind of minimal for those who doesn't. But let's see. So we have some routing problem here. Okay. Anyway. Hooray, library is working now. Okay, for example, I want to start timer. And it's still opened, this guy. When I press start timer after I open edit, it still shows me the edit pop-up. Something is off. Why it is so hard? In my opinion, it should be very simple. Like you close the dialog and that's it. But for some reason, yes. Using the real parameter for one-time action is yes. That's true. We are navigating to the edit mode for some reason. This is very dumb. We should just, you know, show the dialog and then close it. Let me check the things here, by the way, the usage. Yeah, we have a active session right now. But actually $100 is enough for me, I think, because if I have some very active work using the Cloud Code, I probably need to have a rest in 30 minutes. In 1 hour or something. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, I just work on localization a lot and I burn my limits, and after some time I just need to go for a walk for 30 minutes. It's actually very healthy. So and after the time the limits has been resetted, so it doesn't seem like a problem for me. Let me check the Telegram. Actually, very decent picture from Eugene. Thank you. So we are adding the heart rate tracking to the breathing application, because you can try like to track your heart rate before meditation, after, and you probably will find some meditations and breathing practice that works better for you than other things. For me, for example, the short breathing session are working better because I don't like the meditations at all. The house is calming me, but the order is something I don't like. So yeah. Paywall, yeah. So we have changed this thing here. We have removed the navigation, the dialogue, because it's kind of strange. It was always strange. Should be working just fine in the simple way right now. But let's check. So we have this thing here, the dialog opened, closed. Yes. Commit, please. Much better. But we should open the home tab when I press the start timer. Yeah, we should show the timer is going on. Hooray! We are installing some gradient stuff here. That's cool. Should I post it to the threads? I don't know. Threads is still some thing I would like to be, but I am not doing anything in threads. Just posting some Russian content, sorry. Let's commit this stuff here. We have simplified our roads processing. So we have met the context exhaustion, so we compacting our conversation, and after that we will proceed. For some reason here we don't have this problem, but as you can see, we will meet the context over usage soon too. But maybe, as you can see, we have modified 20 files. This is very, very cool. A lot of changes. So phase 1 is implemented. Maybe not only phase 1. Maybe we should recompile, by the way. Let's stop our application. And let's do something like npm install. I mistyped this stuff here. Let's run expo once again and see our breathing changes. So we have some ID files here for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway. So what to pick up today for the eating? Mm-hmm. Okay. Very tasty food found, as always. I really like the Thailand food, by the way. There is a lot of options, and they are tasty and healthy enough. And you can always just grab some rice and enjoy your life. So we are waiting for this stuff to compile, and after that we will proceed to the testing. In the meantime, let's check this thing. Some idiotic memes. Nothing interesting happening. Maybe something here. No. We are in the stable point right now. So I will remove the podcast from my YouTube channel and move it to the Russian one. And this is a very, very big change for me. And this channel will be evolving like an indie dev channel in English. And maybe some tech things like crypto. But the Russian one will be about lifestyle, because I'm not super good in English speaking capabilities for now. That's why it's much simpler for me to speak about life in Russian. But maybe I will change it. So let's check our breathing stuff here. As you can see, we have breathing animations that are different. Let's simulate the premium. Actually, this stuff need to be fixed right now. Please fix the check mark looking ugly and corrupt. Navigate to home and starting timer from T details. Yes, this should be working just like that. Let me check if audio is working. Yes, it is working. We have 1 hour stream already. This is very cool. We have 2 more likes. This is also very cool. So let's restart our thing here. And we are compacting our thing because we have like worked on a lot of things already. Let's actually commit this change because I like it. And let's just fix this thing here. So we have included some configuration files. That's fine. I'm not working on these projects with someone, so I can commit anything I want, except maybe primary keys of something. Not primary, some private keys. Could not terminate the previous, but why? Maybe one more time. Yes, it is working. So let's go to the library. Let's try to start time. Yes, it is working just fine. So for example, this step is completed. Yes, no, yes, no. The click on the bruise should open the history, by the way. The click on the bruise should open the history, by the way. Maybe the T app will become the main one for me, I don't know. But maybe not. So let's check this PR. Merged already. Let's check the site. Nothing is happening. So let's check the block. So we have broken image here. We need to fix it. Let's push this thing here. Let's go to the landing page. Let's check the PR. What image I need to use? What image file name I should use? Let's check this guy here. Hooray, the circle is working fine. And we can brag about this visualization on Twitter. Let's actually check how session is working. So we have these circles right now. They're working just fine. Waves, I mean. Let's see the particles. Actually, kind of cool. And the classic circle is looking like that. Yeah. Oh, kind of cool. As you can see, app is looking pretty decent, because in React Native you are using the native widgets, not some other kind of stuff. So let's bump the binary version and update our build. Maybe I will post today on the Reddit about this breathing app. But I have the super tracker release. So it's kind of better to post about the super tracker for now, but maybe not. Let's see. And let's add some click handler of the brief history. Let's recheck it. And probably I will start creating the app here, but it's kind of boring stuff. But maybe maybe I can just record it like a separate video for the YouTube channel using the Screen Studio and like telling you how to increase the speed of the upload to the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. For the Apple I have video about the Helm, and Helm is very cool. But for the Google I haven't seen something like that. By the way, let's build our guy here, because the update is decent and small, and we can upload this build right now. Probably it will consume kind of 10 or 5 minutes, and after that I will probably order some food. Also today we will have some cube traveling. There is some kind of cube, very cool cube that we can see in the Bangkok. So today we would like to visit it. But I need to wait for my friend, because he's like to wake up. It's at a very late time. Not very, but for me it's very late. I am waking up at around 6 or maybe 5:30, especially on the running days. So yeah, for me it's late, but for him Maybe I need to try to buy the Whoop, by the way. I heard that in terms of smartwatches it is the best thing to buy. Let me check it. Because I'm kind of interested in this stuff. So okay, for example, the most powerful 14-day battery. Blood pressure, that's fine. Screen EKG, okay. For example, limited time, save 10%. For example, okay. So $300. Actually not bad. Because you know, if you are very enthusiastic about your metrics, it's probably not the worst idea. But can I track kind of running or something using it? Oh my god, this is a huge. Okay, I need to think about it. And I also need to use hydration skin health. Let's go to the pixels. I prefer this site to get some royalty-free images for my landing pages. For some reason this is the hydration skin health. But let's just search for the hydration. Okay, maybe just water. Yeah, that's fine. But you should not use seawater for the hydration purposes. Okay, this guy is looking perspective. But I have already downloaded and used it, so no. Okay, maybe this. Oh, okay. I need some horizontal style. Okay, this girl is nice for our purposes. Let's show it in Finder, but it could not download for some reason. I don't know. Could you please? Yes, finally. And let's copy it to the web. No, Mr. Fish. To the web, waterjackie landing, public, block, images block, yes. So yeah, what size of it? Can I see it? No, I don't see it here. Okay. Okay, that's fine for our purposes. Image added. So we have added the image here. We are building our stuff here using some Fastlane script. and this thing should be working. Let's recheck it. Hey, hello man, how are you? So, okay, and clicking on that stuff, I'm going there. Nice, nice. I think the app is almost complete. We need to work on the settings. Hey. I need to sign in here, by the way, to be able to chat. Okay, it's not impossible. This is actually I prefer. Okay, but on Windows you can do this. It feels like a bad design. I don't know. Very standard. Make it more like app styled. So this artifact has been built. We can upload our build here. On Android we are still in the process of reviewing this application, by the way, so I cannot post any patches. Let's go to the transporter. Hey, okay. I can write some fast lane script to upload this thing faster, but I am idiot and I'm not doing this. And today I would like to record some video on the breathing application. I mean, like more demo video, kind of. Hey, with some launch music, you can use this thing like a trailer, But I still need to find someone who can help me with that, because I don't have time to record video, to work on video, etc. I need more time, or maybe I need to hire someone. But I don't have any like big budget. But I would like to waste all my earned money from the apps on this stuff, because I think that it can create the revenue loop. So I need to test ads, I need to test hirements. I was working with one girl on the SMM, but she had some problems in personal life, etc. So I didn't receive a positive feedback from the hire. I just wasted a bit of money. But you know, it's kind of process, so maybe she will actually come back, or maybe I will hire someone new and I will receive more pleasant experience with hirements. Let's see. And let's work on this stuff here. Let's save new version. Let's ask our friends, please produce new. What's new for the Apple in 3 lines max? Let's create some tag here also. For example, for T-timer, I will create tag to like 1.1, because this is kind of release one. I'm using text extensively to, you know, to show that I am releasing something. And it also helps with generating the release notes. So it was 100 and this 110. So let's create this tag here, because I'm uploading app. So we have some visualization here. What's new? Here you go. full breathing experience. Yeah, that's fine. Let's submit it. Let's wait for this stuff and submit it. And let's check this guy here. Yes. We are trying to make settings great again. Because right now it's kind of ugly. Maybe I should also refactor this stuff a bit. But it is less than 500k, 500 lines of code. So maybe I don't care. Also, my delivery is kind of arriving soon. And I think this will be the time I will say goodbye for the morning stream. But for sure, I will have stream tomorrow and maybe even today. Also, as you can see, we have the hydration and skin health. So let's brag about this post on the Twitter as well. Because why not? And I also write some articles for the what eater tracker, water tracker. Actually, maybe I can automate this a bit. I have 3 landing pages. I would like to post regularly in blocks. Maybe some agent can help me with that. For some reason we could not run this stuff here. But anyway, so what about the build? Hooray! Hooray! Let's save it. And we can submit it for review. So we have 2 submissions processing already in like 1 hour stream. So, okay, 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it's very, very quick now to have some changes and to do something. So you should do something. The golden era of indie dev, for sure. So I have delivery already running up to me. That's why I probably saying to you bye-bye for now. And let's see each other in the next stream.